Hi, everyone. This is Clarence, and welcome to the Rapid Return Show powered by MeetOtis.com. Today, I'm joined by Jamshid. He is from Go Free Foods, which is made by Jimmy Ash. Welcome, Jamfree.
Thank you very much, Clarence. I'm glad to be here with you today. Thank you for inviting me.
We're happy to have you. You have a very unique product that I'm excited to learn more about and also a little bit hungry from looking at your website.
Well,
So
you're welcome to join us here or visit grocery chains who carry our products.
I'll take you up on that.
Yeah, we are
Well,
buyers of stores, by the way, at this time. Yes.
so on the Rapid Return Show, my job here is to ask you a few questions about how you are promoting Go Free Foods, how you're doing advertising, and my challenge is to give you a rapid returns tip to see how we can help you maximize your returns on investment there. So when we're speaking about going to market, um, I want to understand a little bit about the premise of your product and how you're approaching bringing this new product to market. So, first of all, what was your original vision uh, with Jimmy Ash and Go Free Foods?
Well, Jimmy Ash is a transformational food company with game-changing technologies resulting in sustainable production processes and healthier mainstream foods and snack food products. That's kind of, in a nutshell, the vision of the product, the company. So we are active in two major areas right now. One is the snack food production. In that sector, we basically eliminate the deep frying process from producing major food products. We make them sustainable, healthier. We basically totally give up deep frying. You will have a go-free potato chip that has not been cooked in a vat of oil, and you wouldn't know it. And there's a lot of less fat, a lot of less carcinogens, better for you, better for the environment. So basically, we bring significant changes to both sectors.
That's very interesting. I've never heard of water fried food before. Um, it's certainly interesting. I understand the health benefits and seeing the natural only ingredients on the label instead of all of those scientific words that I can't pronounce.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, who is your target market for this? Who are you selling this product to?
The snack food products are now available at a number of chains, and most recent one is the Myers stores, the super chain. And we've been at Myers for just about a little over a month. They have 200 and over 250 super grocery stores in 9 states. We are also at Bristol Farms in Southern California, at Central Markets in Texas, and some other grocery chains around the country. Our goal is basically to reach all of the grocery chains and all of the channels throughout the country and hopefully soon overseas. The technologies that I have developed for this are patented. We hold multiple lines of patents, I should say, processes, technology, and equipment in the United States and 60 countries worldwide.
So that's incredible. So for our listeners who are watching this show, uh, and maybe they have a food product that they would like to get into grocery stores, or maybe they have another product that they would like to get into different types of chain stores. Can you describe the process of how you sell to those chains and any kind of challenges that you may have overcome and how you went about essentially marketing your product through those chains?
Yes, although what we offer is transformational and actually is You can call it food and snack food revolution. That's what we're bringing to the market. But but selling food products is always encompassed with a lot of challenges, because at the end, you're selling a snack food product or a food product, regardless of how healthy you make it and how good you make it. It's going to have to taste good. It's going to have to be pleasing to the consumers who want to consume it. And then when you go to the industry or to the financial world to raise capital, they all want to see, okay, do you have a proof of concept? Who's buying it? Do you have repeat purchases? Can you demonstrate that? So from that point of view, demonstration of the concept and the acceptance of the concept becomes extremely important.
So getting in the store is one thing, getting on the shelf. But
Getting
then
the shelf is one thing. First of all, you gotta have to be able to convince the buyer at each one of the grocery chains, whether it is a mom and pop or whether it is a national grocery chain or wherever, or whether it's a club store or whoever, you gotta have to convince them that you really have what it takes to be successful.
and do they put your product on the shelf in all 250 stores right at once? Do they maybe pilot that product in several test stores first and see how it sells?
Different stores basically have different approaches to this. So some chains, they would want to put it in a couple of stores or a handful of stores first. Okay, how are they doing here? And then after you demonstrate that you're successful in those few stores, then they expand to additional stores. Some, after they see the product and become excited and they learn about it and learn the fact that some other stores have been selling it or so, they may get even more excited and give you the entire shop. But one point that I make is that if you have a new brand, a new product, you really need a true partner in that sense. The store that represents you, especially early on, will have to be one that really believes in what you have, believes in your mission and vision, as willing really to take some steps along with you. Because, you know, the first day you put the product, no matter how good it is, it's not going to sell. Imagine how many thousands and thousands of items there are in a grocery store. And
That's right.
people who shop in a grocery store go through, how do they know your product? You go in there, I go in there every day. How many items do we look at and we just pass them by without touching them? So your product will become one of those. So somehow you're gonna have to communicate, hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm different. Hey, I'm really, really good. You gotta try me.
That's right.
You know?
So I guess that brings me to my next question. What role does digital advertising play in generating that consumer demand so that when they go into the store, they're looking for your product?
Digital advertising these days is extremely, extremely important, because that is the mode of communications for a lot of people, as you know, these days, especially the younger generation and so, and even people who are middle-aged who have grown up with this. They are pretty used to it, and they live by it day by day, minute by minute, right? Handheld phones are always with us everywhere we go, and we are communicating with our friends, with everybody else. And every time we go on the social media, there is something right in before our eyes. So that is extremely, extremely important. So to have a social media program which is effective is extremely important for your success.
And I agree. How does Jimmy Ash utilize social media marketing to drive the demand for consumers who are going to your grocery store partners' stores?
I have a very professional team of experts who help me in this. My team includes a marketing executive who has had more than 25, 30 years of experience promoting some of the very well-known brands that we know in the market. I have a sales executive who is also comes from the industry, very familiar. He joined us last year, and so are others, and they all collectively work on this to bring it together. On the social media, I think we should, and we are still discussing to do even better than we've been doing. I need to mention that. So we do have regular posting on social media, and we have a series of targeted advertisements that we run on social media. Fortunately, as you know well, on social media, you can even target by zip code. So your audience by zip code. So that way you can save some money for yourself. Okay. You don't have to run an ad for an entire country if your product is only in stores in Michigan. So
That's right.
or in Los Angeles. So you can target your audience and advertise or run your ads for those targets. And that's exactly what my team does. And they,
Perfect.
yeah.
Thank you for that. I completely agree. Targeting is essential to making your budget go as far as possible and deliver the most returns possible. So with that in mind, I do have a rapid returns tip for you if you'd like to hear it.
Of course, yes.
So even with your current strategy of targeting zip codes, which obviously is more efficient than targeting an entire metro area, there's still going to be multiple grocery stores in a particular set of zip codes. And different people have preferences. Some people go to this store, some people go to the other store. Some people don't even go grocery shopping where they live. They might go grocery shopping where they take their kids to school or where they work, right? So, so my tip to you would be to get even more precise with your targeting. At Otis, we leverage a technology called geofencing. What geofencing does is it lets us draw a polygon around a particular location, a very precise location. So let's say it's the grocery store where your products are sold and the parking lot around that grocery store. We can draw a polygon around that, and then every time somebody goes to that store or parks in that parking lot, we're able to get that person's data from their mobile phone. So you know how when you download an app such as Waze, for example, or Google Maps, it asks you if you will allow it to know your location? Well, when you share your location with that app, that also shares your location with Otis. And based on that precise location, we're now able to refine the target audience to just the consumers who are shopping at a particular grocery store, and run your targeted ads to those consumers. So it doesn't cost you as much as it would to target everybody within a zip code, right? There could be 5 people in the household, for example, and even if you've got the right household, only one person's doing the shopping. So if we can get 1/20th of the audience size, but have the exact right audience of people who are shopping in those particular stores, you're going to automatically see an increase, possibly a 20 times increase in your return on ad spend. So that would be my tip for you.
Well, can I ask you a question then, please?
Absolutely.
Why didn't you talk to me 6 months ago, a year ago?
Why didn't you talk to us 6 months ago is the real question. I love that question.
I didn't know that this existed and you had this available. And I'm going to talk to my marketing team to see whether they were aware of it. Obviously, I would think that they have not. Otherwise, why wouldn't they have contacted you? So that's pretty interesting. That's very exciting, actually. I'm pretty sure that I'll turn on my marketing team to talk and look into this with you and look into this. This sounds very interesting.
Thank you. We'd be happy to work with them.
Yeah.
And for those of you out there listening and watching, if you found this rapid returns tip helpful, please leave a comment below if you decide to try that strategy. Please let us know how that works out for you. We love the comments and the feedback. And if you decide to try it with Otis, you can go to meetotis.com/rapid returns, and we will match your first month's ad spend up to $250. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you very much. It was really great speaking with you, and I'm delighted to know that you offer such a great service.